spiritual life of divine nature. Spirit has to be appropriate. In the language of Srila Guru Maharaj, it's our heart's business, heart's transaction. Beyond all these external things. So, after all, it's a higher spiritual transaction, spiritual business, heart's business. This kind of spirit, this such quality of spirit of happiness, satisfaction, appreciation for our higher wealth, higher treasure. So, beautiful association, feelings, that deep feelings. These define real spiritual life of our internal feelings, nature, realization, its development. That is a natural sign of our Rasa development. Our internal heart's business. So wherever I see that kind of spirit quality, that kind of feelings in the devotees, I appreciate it. Explained many times in different forms. So this yearning, thirst, hankering, loving hankering for the wealth of Krishna consciousness, divine wealth, treasure, Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna consciousness, Nityananda Gadadhara consciousness. Is our life. Hankering for Arti. Spiritual term is called Arti. Paramalaulam, Loha, Arti, Hankar, great yearning and hankar. That is the criteria. If we don't have that, then we are lacking something. We need to do more sadhana to have that. Sometimes we also need to be consciously cultivating that yearning, thirst, hankering for higher divine wealth, ambrosial wealth of Krishna consciousness. Then we can receive. When we are thirsty, we are yearning, yes, we cryingly need it, greatly need that, then we can receive it, we can take it. Because we have got that necessity. We feel that deep necessity to accept, to receive, and thirsty to drink the nectar. That's what Guru Maharaj also explains very nicely. Krishna is positive, devotees are greatly negative, positively negative. Yes. So positively negative attracts the positive. So devotees need to be greatly need to be that of positively negative character, to be receiving, to be attracting the positive absolute, embracing, absorbing within. So Guru Maharaj speaks of positively negative nature of the devotees. And the proper, appropriate union becomes possible. The positive absolute cannot but have to come attracted by the negative. See, the positive absolute Lord is not only all attractive, greatly positive, the great devotees of positively negative character are also very attractive.
I don't understand what this means. Sorry.
Very attractive. Attracts the positive. You understand positively negative?
Sorry.
You have to hear in Guru Maharaj's Harikatha. There is negatively negative that needs to be rejected. Negatively negative. It's negative, we say, in a negative way, which is not appropriate, not favorable in the interest of Krishna, needs to be rejected. And there is positively negative, meaning that devotees are presenting before Krishna, I have nothing, I need you so much, I am so thirsty, I am so hungry, so thirsty for receiving you. So that is positively negative character. If I present myself to Krishna, I am satisfied, I am contented, I don't need you, I don't have thirst, then we cannot attract Krishna more, cannot receive more. Because I am satisfied, I don't need more. Then it's a feel character, contented character, then you don't need more. Krishna says, okay, you are contented, you are satisfied, you don't need me, I am fine. You do your things, I do my things. But when there is so much thirst, hunger, means it is positively negative character. Hunger apparently means you are hungry, it's not good, you are lacking something. But hunger means you can eat more delicious food, taste and feel so much satisfaction and contentment by eating. So hunger is a positively negative thing, never negative. If you don't have hunger, it's unhealthy. Thus you are lacking in health, that you don't have hunger. You don't feel thirsty, it's lacking in health. If you feel thirsty, very health is high. Then you can drink a lot of water, you can drink nectar, and you fulfill is positively negative. I don't need to give you more examples to understand. So, positively negative character also creates attraction, to attract the positively positive towards, to embrace. So by giving the message of necessity, dire necessity, I truly need you, my beloved. I need you so much. I'm so thirsty for you. So thirsty, so yearning for you, longing for you, hankering after you for long and long. In the language of Guru Maharaj, that's a positively negative character. We need that for development. Rai Ramananda Sambad. Rai Ramananda, who means that as Gauriyam. Krishna Bhakti Rashabhavitamati Kriyatam Jadi Kutopi Bhakti. Tatra laulamapi mullamekalam. Tatra laulamapi matra mullamekalam. Janma koti gritoir na lopte. Laulam. Again, ambrosia. Nectarine hanker, nectarine thirst, nectarine yearning, called laulam. That is the only value by which we can buy Krishna Bhakti. No other value is qualified. Invaluable value, priceless price. Priceless value is that laulam, devoted hankering, intensely loving, yearning, devotedly loving, yearning and hankering. Devotedly loving, yearning and hankering. I feel so much taste to be repeating. You know, today's custom is around Priya Narma, Sakha, Sakhi. And they are the epitomic examples, the epitomes of such devoted, loving, yearning and hankering to receive so much love, taste, ambrosia, taste of love in relation to their Priya Narma Sakha, Krishna. While we are discussing relationship, nature of relationship, Priya Narma Sakha Rasa between Krishna and his most intimate beloved friends, Priya Narma Sakhas, between Krishna and the Priya Narma Sakhis, between Krishna, Radhika and Priya Narma Sakhis of themselves. Sakhis, main Sakhis. Then, in relation to them, Krishna also becomes Priya Narma Sakha to them. Sakha Rasa. Both sides have that devoted, taste of devoted, loving friendship, intense loving friendship. Krishna has got many Priya Narma Sakhas, Sakhis. Similarly, to them, to those Priya Narma Sakha and Sakhis, Krishna also their beloved Priya Narma Sakha. Very much mutual loving relationship, mutually reciprocative sharing love relationship between Krishna Radhika and other Priya Narma Sakhas and Sakhis. The very characters, all Priya Narma Sakhas and Priya Narma Sakhis of Krishna is that of greatly joyful playfulness, greatly joyful playful relationship, joyfully playful relationship, that of intimate loving reciprocations with full scale, with full swing love and trust, with full loving equal feelings, devoid of deference and reverence over there. It's all taken over, all the functions of deference and reverence, all taken over by their intense love and trust. beloved equal feels. Therefore no place for reverence or deference. Because when reverence comes, it can check certain flows of Sakha Rasa love. Or reverence, deference are replaced by intense, devoted love and trust, sharing the heart of each other with full intimacy. That is the Priya Narma Sakha, Priya Narma Sakhi, standard stage of reciprocation. See, on Krishna's side, male Priya Narma Sakhas are headed by Subala Sakha. Subala Sakha is the leader of the group of Priya Narma Sakhas of Krishna. Nectarine leader. I'm looking for a word. Leader of nectarine nature, nectarine leader. Subala Sakha. Imbued, filled, fulfilled, not just filled, fulfilled with nectarine love of Krishna. Subala Sakha. Subala Sakha. And Siddham, Sudam, Arjuna, Gandharva, Uchal, Vasanta, Madhumandala. They're all Priya Narma Sakhas. There are more Priya Narma Sakhas. And of course, on the side of Radharani, all the Priya Narma Sakhis are the main 8 sakhis and also manjaris. Main sakhis headed by Sri Lalita Devi, also Sakha Devi, side by side. And all other sakhis. 8 main sakhis, also outside that circle, some of the Priya Narma sakhis found. And of course Manjari is headed by Sri Rupa Manjari. Mostly Rupa Manjari, often Ananga Manjari. So Rupa Manjari, Ananga Manjari, Lavanga Manjari, Vilasa Manjari, Guna Manjari. All and so on. Rati Manjari, of course, all Priya Narma sakhis, Priya Narma Manjaris. There are Priya Narma Manjaris. And more. We also consider Kamala Manjari, Nayanamani Manjari also included. Therein, Priya Narma Manjari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And a special need, in the very special need, all the Priya Narma Sakhas and Priya Narma Sakhis, Manjaris, they cooperate, coordinate with each other to bring give lot of pleasure, intimate pleasure, love pleasure to Radharani and Krishna. They work independently. They work independently of each other, also cooperatively, coordinatingly. Sharingly, they make the arrangement, arrange everything of the intimate pastimes of Radha Krishna, divine couple. Both ways, independently and cooperatively, harmoniously. There are different stages. The stages of the Priya Narma Sakha and Priya Narma sakhis or Manjari are the highest. Which stage, not only limited within Sakha Rasa, within very best type of Sakha Rasa, but it is surpassing Sakha Rasa, reaching up to the Madhurya Rasa level. Okay, it often becomes tinged with, sometimes very much imbued with Madhurya Rasa also. And that quality is not found below Priya Narma Sakha, Sakhi, Manjari level. So there are different stages in the world of the Sakha Rasa. Highest of that, the Priya Narma Sakha, Sakhis, Manjaris, and just below them, Priya Sakhas, other Sakhis, Manjaris, also blossoming and waiting to be also included in the developing group of Priya Narma Sakha, Sakhis in the future. Possibilities are there. In the Sarupa Dasha, the potential, great nectarine possibilities are there. Opening is there, facility is there, so that the others can also be blossoming more and more, developing more, and can receive the qualification of being included, be absorbed in that highest group, Priya Narma Sakhas and Sakhis. Merciful recruitment. Out of merciful recruitment, the expanded group, that is also very possible, depending on the merciful sweet will. Merciful recruitment, inspired by the sweet will of the divine couple. And also recommendations, by the recommendations of the existing Priya Narma Sakhas, Sakhis, Anjalis. So, this the quality and the nature of Priya Narma Sakha, Sakhis, such character, often their heart becomes Krishna's heart. And Krishna's heart becomes their heart. Often, in spite of some distinction, there is no distinction. They become so close, so intimate. They can be sharing all their intimate feelings between and among each other with full love and trust without hiding anything. But such qualification, such character. Krishna's heart becomes their heart becomes Krishna's heart. Priya Narma Sakhi's heart becomes Radharani's heart, Krishna's heart. Radha Krishna's heart becomes Priya Narma Sakhi's heart, Manjari's heart. Priya Narma Manjari's heart. Again, it's characterized by Achinta Bheda Bheda relations. Full intimacy, full swaying intimacy. Therefore it is said, it is well explained, that all those Priya Narma sakhas, Priya Narma sakhis, manjaris is none other than, they are none other than another type of expansion of divine couple. A kind of another special expansion of the divine couple. Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur. Hare Krishna. He's coming to serve. Nice servitor. He doesn't know it. Hey, come. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Come in. Hey, come. Hare Krishna, Hare In Gaura Lila, Sarup Rai Ramananda, the Priya Narma sakhas of Mahaprabhu, Priya Sarupe Daitasya. So, Sarup Rai Ramananda, Priya Narma sakhas of Gaura. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. All also Priya Narma Bhakta. Not exactly sakhas of Mahaprabhu, but just very connected to the circle, intimate circle of Mahaprabhu. Exalted, loving associate of Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay. শোনো তুমি জানো না ও ও এখানে আসছে ভজন কুটির সেবা করতে। So, Prabhu, Harikatha going on, you understand English? So you can be more silently doing the things here.
Yes. I'll do after I join class.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, So back to the point. Our Vrindaduti, Tulasi Maharani, Vrinda Maharani also works in the state of Priya Narma, Manjari or Sakhi, because she is often engaged in arranging the intimate divine pastimes of divine couple in many ways. Subala Sakha, Vrindaduti, other friends of Krishna, Sudam, Siddham, Arjuna, and often other sakhis like Lalita Sakhi, Vishakha Sakhi, helped by other Priya Narma Sakhis of Radhika and Krishna. They are primarily sakhis of Radharani. In relation to Radhika, also sakhis of Krishna. Radharani is also non-different from Krishna, non-differently intimate, most intimate beloved of Krishna, queen of the heart of Krishna, being the most beloved queen of the heart of Krishna. Anything belonging to Srimati Radharani also belongs to Krishna. Anything belonging to Krishna also wholly belonging to Radharani and those sakhis, manjaris. So much relational, intimately relational, intimately, belovedly relational character. Because it's the epitome of Amita Toma, Tomita Amaha, Kikajo Aparadhani, described by Thakur Bhakti Nandan. Amita Tomar, ultimately, I am fully owned by you. Not only I am fully belonging to you, but I am fully owned by you. Amita Tomar. Then, Tumita Amar. Accordingly, at some point, you are also belonging to me. You are being owned by me, my Lord, being my beloved Lord. Being my beloved Lord, you are mine, owned by me, by the power of my loving dedication, loving devotion. Not by the power of my ego, that I command over you, I own you by ego, but just opposite way. Through my loving devotion, through my becoming fully owned by you, I also own you. I repeat, through my becoming fully owned by you, through my loving dedication, now I have the qualification of owning you. Tumito Amar. Kikajo Aparodham. I have no other business with anything else in my life. My entire exclusive business of all my life and soul, all my heart, life and soul, is you, my beloved Lord. pure devotional service. Devotional service to you. Absolutely have no other business which is away from you. Which are away from you. Thakur Bhakti Nandan wrote that song, composed that song from his own life realization. Not through simple poetic ability, poetic genius, intelligence, from live realizations. He simply wrote that, what he realized. What nectarine realization he had. Very living songs, living devotional songs. So much. Often the feelings of the pure devotees on that highest stage is filled with joyful love, with crying joyful love, intensely crying, intensely weeping and crying blissful love. Crying in painful love bliss. Not only joyful love, painful love. Because the extreme bliss, the experience of extreme bliss takes the form of pain of love. It happens. The pralambha character and sambhoga character of the love for Krishna, I repeat, the sambhoga character and vipralambha character of love for Krishna Radhika actually complements each other. They fulfill each other. Often the extreme, intense love of Krishna, Radhika felt in pain, ambrosial pain, blissful pain. Like yearning, intense yearning, intense thirst, intense hunger, strain, pain of intensity. It is another character of positive happiness. It is hurting, paining so good, so blissful. That is the stage of relationship, taste of Priya Narma Sakha, intimate relationship with divine couple. And some of the Priya Narma Sakhas also dearly related to Srimati Radharani, not only to Krishna, in relation to Krishna, dearly related to Srimati Radharani, but in a proper way, without any Rasa bhas, in a proper way. Subtle distinctions always maintained. All the Priya Narma Sakhas of Krishna also got so much love for Srimati Radharani. Again, in an appropriate sense. In relation to Krishna. And Lord Krishna, their Priya Narma Sakha, beloved friend Krishna also enjoys. Beloved friend Krishna also enjoys their love, their loving taste for Krishna's beloved Krishna's supreme beloved queen, Srimati Radharani. So much intimately reciprocated relationships between them, among them. Priya Narma sakhas of Krishna maintain a very respectful, distinctive relation with Srimati Radharani, the sakhis. At the same time, in spite of having that respectful distinctions, they have so much intimate, caring, loving appreciation, love, rather loving devotion, devotional love for Srimati Radhika, other Priya Narma sakhis and manjaris. Talking about the Priya Narma Sakha. Krishna enjoys in appropriate sense. Gaur Hari. You have any question?
Yeah, I do, but
Chinta Bheda. I say in appropriate sense, no rasa has to be understood. Because Krishna is so close to them all, Priya Narma sakhis, Srimati Radha Thakurani, Priya Narma sakhis and Priya Narma manjaris all. So in relation to Krishna, through their relationship, intimate relation with Krishna, they also connect to Srimati Radharani and also Priya Narma sakhis and manjaris, but not without Krishna, not directly. No directly.
what does it mean?
That is the Priya Narma Sakha's relation with Priya Narma sakhis and manjaris, others, Srimati Radhika. Mostly through Krishna, because their stand is on Krishna's side. Whatever way they relate to them is not directly separate individual way, directly independent of Krishna, but it is in relation to Krishna, in order to arrange Krishna's intimate pastimes with them, okay, in order to satisfy their Priya Narma beloved friend Krishna, bring him pleasure, highest pleasure, intimate pleasure from their intimate love pastimes. And their main motto is to satisfy their beloved friend Krishna. And by satisfying Krishna, they also satisfy Srimati Radharani and other sakhis, manjaris. They bring so much pleasure to them. Helping. But primarily, mostly they are on the side of Krishna, because they are Priya Narma Sakha of the Krishna. Just as sakhis, manjaris are also on the side of Srimati Radharani, primarily, principally. They also relate to Krishna through Srimati Radharani, not without Radhika. They are also expansion of Radhika, another way. They always take care of Radharani's interest, on the side of Radharani. And Priya Narma Sakhas are on the side of Krishna. That is the distinction. But also through Achinta, Veda and Aveda, also there are non-distinct relations. Through Krishna, non-distinct relations and relational flow also happens between the Priya Narma Sakhas and Radharani and Sakhis Manjaris. Both are there, mystical, very mysterious, cannot be completely comprehended, can never be completely conceived, understood fully. Don't try to conceive everything fully. Just trying to understand submissive way, fully submissive. Questions will always remain, which can never be fully, and answers of which can never be fully comprehended, can never be fully conceived. Mahaprabhu said that. Inconceivable. No matter how much, to what extent you can conceive of it, you can conceive of it by their mercy, by their merciful grant, still so much more remains beyond, to be known, to be tasted, to be realized. In that sense, it ever remains inconceivable. In that sense, in that holistic sense, it forever remains inconceivable and inconceivable, because you cannot know it in full. You cannot know it, you can never know it in full. Even though whatever you know about it, to whatever extent you taste about it and know about it, it is full. It fulfills you. It gives you full experience, fulfills you, but still so much more beyond it, to the unlimitedness. Therefore, in spite of the truth that you are fulfilled, you can never be fully fulfilled. You can never be fully fulfilled. In that sense, Mahaprabhu said, it remains inconceivable. Look into the intimate nature of relationship between Radhika and Subala Sakha. Subala Sakha also becomes Subali in the female form. Some of the Priya Narma sakhas also have got corresponding female form, in correspondence with manjaris and sakhis, in considerable ways. So they have got often needed, inspired by the sweet will of their beloved friend Krishna, and sometimes Srimati Radharani also. Whether Priya Narma Sakha or Priya Narma Sakhi Manjaris, their heart connects to each other, even directly. Again, wanted by Krishna Radhika, inspired by their sweet will, empowered and inspired by their sweet will. So every time, Siddhanta cannot be explained or analyzed in a particular way, particularly limited way. Oh, this is it. Cannot be. It has got so much dynamic, it has got so much live reciprocative nature. After all, it's a relationship. It's a reciprocative relationship, intimately reciprocative nature of a relationship. So, the ultimate definition of all Siddhanta is the sweet will of divine couple. That is the ultimate law, ultimate rule or ultimate law or ultimate definitions, guiding principles of the holistic Siddhanta in the world of divine couple. And what is that? Their sweet will. Their sweet will means it's beyond any kind of stagnant, predefined laws or ruling. Although there are absolutely defined truth. They can never be changed. Like Krishna is Rasaraj, Radharani is Mahabhava, Sarupini. It can never be changed. Krishna is Krishna's to Bhagavan, Swayam. Srimati Radha Thakurani is the Mahabhava, Sarupini, highest beloved queen. One and only exclusive beloved queen of the heart of Krishna. So these truths remain unchangeable and eternal. But in the lap of those, in the lap of exchanging and reciprocating, in the lap of that absolute truth, all the beautiful intimate reciprocations, love reciprocations, intimate reciprocations can be manifesting in different dynamics and different changing dynamics and dimensions and ways and flavors, taste, to the unlimitedness. So, some wonderful changes can take place, embraced within unchangeable nature, ever unchangeable eternal nature of the Siddhanta. Again, Achinta Vedābheda. Achinta Vedābheda. It's not always in a Veda way, neither always in Veda way nor Aveda way. It is both. In interrelations, both ways in interrelations. That is the full-fledged conception. That is a full-fledged, beyond full-fledged conception of the holistic Siddhanta. Yes, please. Your question.
I was wondering this point about Subha and Subha, because my husband, I was trying to discuss with my husband, and he says, where is the Shastra, where is the Purana for this? So he was wondering, where can it be found in Shastra?
It has been heard in an intimate Vraja Leela. So I also need to find it out. I heard from Guru Balku. I need to find it out, the reference from the Holy Scripture. But the truth is that sometimes some of the Priya Narma sakhas can also have their corresponding female form to satisfy divine couple, their need. Okay. So that is truth of Siddhanta. So Achinta Vedābheda. But exact that reference of Subodhi, I still need to find out. Gaur Haribo. Just as Ananga Manjari, sister of Srimati Radharani, also manifested as Baladev, Balaram. Balaram is, so although Balaram's name is not directly mentioned among the group of Priya Narma Sakha of Krishna directly, but it remains mystically covered with. Balaram's range is vast, very vast. It expands to unlimited nature and unlimited range in relation to Krishna. So no less than Priya Narma Sakha, Balaram's position. But because he is also guardian figure, being the elder brother of Krishna, Vraja Leela, he is also having some little guardians, or not little, full guardian's position, loving guardian's position. So it also connects to Vatsalya Rasa. Not only Sakha Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa. So Baladeva has got Sakha Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, as the beloved elder brother of Krishna, Krishna being younger brother, and then in surpassing that in Madhurya Rasa in the form of Ananga Manjari, not directly as Balaram, then it would be Rasa Ras. Not directly as Krishna's elder brother, Vatsalya Rasa, not to create any Rasa Ras, but in the form of the younger sister of Radharani, Ananga Manjari. So in a similar way, as Baladeva, same Balaram can be manifesting in the female form as Ananga Manjari, as the sister of Srimati Radharani. And that evidence is found in the Holy Scripture. In a similar way, it can also happen in relation to other Priya Narma sakhas. So they could also have corresponding female form inspired, granted by the sweet will of divine couple to satisfy their need, their lila. And often we also find among our Guru Varga, in Gaura Leela, find among the associates of Mahaprabhu and our Guru Varga, although they have got male forms, but inwardly they have got female forms. Both are staying together, living together in the one existence. Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, Paramahamsa Guru Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Six Goswami, Gadadhara Pandita, Sarupa Goswami, Rai Ramananda Prabhu, and so on. Many of Mahaprabhu's beloved associates are Manjaris and Sakhis. But while they were living with the female form, while they were living with the male form in Gaura Leela, but they are still present in the Gaura Leela, in the male form, but inwardly, simultaneously, they are also in the divine female form of the Braja, interwoven in the same existence, cannot be limited by the male bodily nature. It is after all spiritual. After all, everything spiritual nature, divinely spiritual or spiritually divine nature. So bodily male form cannot be limiting their abilities, their qualification to be living as divine damsel of the Braja, divine female form in relation to Radharani and Krishna, while they are also living close, intimately in association of Gaura Hari, Mahaprabhu and Gaura Leela. As these are all possible, and these are all proved, evident in our Siddhanta. In a similar way, Priya Narma sakhas can also often have corresponding female forms of female damsels as wanted by the sweet will of divine couple. Mysterious, wonderfully, beautifully mysterious ways.
There's also, because I've some discussion with my husband, and he said there's a reference, there's some reference that he did see about Subal. But then it says, I don't know if it's Srimati Swami or who, one commentary, then the way that they translate it, at least they say that what it means that he's fanning is that he's using a machine, something is a yantra.
Machine?
A machine. It's like in the, I forget which Valengamani, I can't remember. He found some reference, but then there's a commentary from one of our acharyas.
Say again, what is that commentary? Say.
I think it says that Subal is not something that he's using a machine, a yantra. It says something. They translate it as machine. I don't know if that's.
So that it has been meant, it has been actually meant in that kind of commentary, and giving the example of machine something. In other words, I think it's better term, it means instrumental. Often some of the Priya Narma sakhas of Krishna, while engaged in arranging or some intimate pastimes, loving union between Krishna and Radhika, they don't become Krishna. So they don't relate to Srimati Radhika or other sakhis as Krishna, but they are working on behalf of Krishna to facilitate the loving union between them. So therefore, the relationship, the kind of the taste Krishna and Radharani has between them, that of conjugal loving relationship, madhurya rasa, Priya Narma sakhas do not have that. Exactly in relation to Radharani or sakhis, then it would be rasabhas. But they are working on behalf of Krishna. They are working from the side of Krishna to make the arrangement, to facilitate. In other words, again I repeat, they are working as arranger for the loving union between Krishna and Radhika. So they become, Subala also becomes like instrumental in making the arrangement without directly involving into the conjugal love feelings what Krishna Radhika has got. They are in the same field, they are so intimately arranging. So they understand Krishna's heart's feelings, because Krishna is their Priya Narma Sakha, understand Krishna's heart is their heart. So they very much intimately understand Krishna's heart's feelings for Srimati Radhika. So therefore they become so also sometimes very close with Krishna's feelings, their heart, because they directly realize it as being Priya Narma Sakhas, Krishna's most beloved heart's friend. But they remain careful not to have that direct feelings towards Radhika. In that case, he works, Subala Sakha, Priya Narma Sakha, working as instrumental to just make the arrangement of their intimate love pastimes, but they don't become same as Krishna's feelings, although they have it in their heart. They don't have the same. They don't flow with the same Krishna's feeling in relation to Srimati Radhika, rather they remain as instrumental to the facilitator, facilitating, arranger. In that sense, the commentary is there instrumental. Mechanism is instrumental. You have any further questions?
Yes.
Yes.
But so then, that's one of, but then if, I can understand it in the form of Subal, but if Subal becomes Subali, then the moon is different.
Then it could be different. When Baladeva becomes Ananga Manjari, it would be different function. Ananga Manjari doesn't directly work as Balaram. Different rasa in Madhurya. She is in full scale Madhurya rasa. Okay. Ananga Manjari, not necessarily in Vatsalya or Sakha rasa, although Sakha Vatsalya rasa are already included within Madhurya rasa in a way as qualified to be befitting to Madhurya rasa. In a way qualified to be befitting, to be very congenial to Madhurya rasa.
You really answered my question.
So, it is that. So no rasabhas will stay there.
Very satisfied.
Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Wonderful verse. Just try to find out from the internet. Remember, just in one place. Lot of verses. Beautiful verses. Priyaswarupe Daitaswarupe. Say it about Sarup Damodar Goswami. I know this verse by heart. It's one place. Priyaswarupe Daitaswarupe Premaswarupe Sahajavirupe Nijanarupe Prabhurekarupe Tatanarupe Savilasarupe. This translation. Indeed, Srila Rupa Goswami, whose dear friend was Swarupa Damodar, was the exact replica of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I repeat, indeed, Srila Rupa Goswami, whose dear friend was Swarupa Damodar, was the exact replica of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he was very, very dear to the Lord, being the embodiment of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love. Rupa Goswami was naturally very beautiful. He very carefully followed the principles enunciated by the Lord, and he was a competent person to explain properly the pastimes of Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expanded his mercy to Srila Rupa Goswami just so he could render service by writing transcendental literatures. So this whole verse is chanted to describe the glories of Srila Rupa Goswami. In some other places it is also mentioned, it is applied to Swarup Damodar Goswami. Priyaswarupe Daitaswarupe Premaswarupe Sahajavirupe Nijanarupe Prabhurekarupe Tatamarupe Savilasarupe. See, sometimes there are some different views and different views and different tastes among the great devotees. So I have also heard Swarup, this verse also very much related to Swarup Damodar Goswami. Also Srila Rupa Goswami, because Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami are very, very dearly related to Swarup Goswami, both, so much. Swaruper Raghu, Swaruper Rupa. So this verse beautifully explains about the nature of the Priya Narma, Priya Narma Sakha. First, Priya Swarupi, in the form, Priya Swarupi, in the form of very dear to the heart of the Lord. Priya Swarupi, in the way, in the, sometimes difficult to express in English, trying to find out the truly appropriate word to express it. In the form or in the identity, nature. So in the form or in the identity of beloved most, dear most, beloved most, Priya Swarupi, Dvaita Swarupi. Dvaita means each and every word over here, actually all are inseparably interrelated. In a word, they mean the same, but they are not exactly same, different flavors. Like while we drink ambrosia, we drink nectar. They are all nectars, all different types of nectars, all different forms, different qualities of nectars, slightly different flavors and tastes. And difficult to say which one you love the most. Which one you love the most. Which exact flavor, which particular flavor or taste of the nectar you love the most. It's very difficult to say.
Would you see the translation as Priya from Preyasi, means dearest Gopi, also valid for this verse? When you take Priya Swarupa, means that he's inside a Gopi. He's a Manjari in secondary sense. Then Daita can means the dearest one.
This verse is related to not only Gaura Leela, but also related to their Braja's damsel identity of Sarupa Goswami, Rupa Goswami, both. So it relates to both natures, complete, holistic nature.
Are you asking if there's a relationship between Prayas and Priya?
No, I'm asking if he would translate the word Priya to connect with Daita. Putting like an adjective.
Yes, they are all interrelated. The first Priya Sarupa can be explained in relation to Dvaita Sarupa. They can be explained individually, independent of each other. But finally, all of them, Priya Sarupa, Dvaita Sarupa, Prema Sarupa, Sahajami, Rupa, Nijanu Rupa, Prabhureka Rupa, Savilasa Rupa, all should also be explained in correspondence, in relation to each other. Even individually and also unitedly. Okay. Then we'll understand its holistic meaning. Okay. So first of all I'm just trying to explain individual way. Therefore they are individually spoken. The composer felt necessity of speaking independently, speaking by individual terms, particular terms. So I'm trying to explain, very difficult, not so easy, very sophisticated. Because one means the other, so interrelated. At the same time, they have individual meaning also, flavor, slightly different. So Priya Sarupe, here in the conception of Priya and Priya, both are combined. So in the form, in the identity divine, nectarian identity of self of dear most, beloved most, to Mahaprabhu and divine couple. Beloved most to whom? Mahaprabhu and divine couple, both. Then Dvaita Sarupe means, again, beloved most to each other. My Dvaita means my beloved most, life and soul, everything. To me, beloved most, my beloved most Lord. My beloved most Lord of my life, Dvaita. What way, beloved most? Dvaita, in the form of Dvaita. So what is the character of beloved most, belovedness? In the form of Dvaita. That my beloved Lord approaches me so intimately, with so much love from His side to absorb me within His love, or within her love. And that's the feelings of Dvaita gives. Okay, Dvaita. That makes the beloved Lord beloved most in the way of Dvaita. Prema Sharupi Sahajahirupi. Prema Sharupi. My beloved most. Prema Sharupi. My beloved Lord, who owns my heart and everything, manifests as Prema Sharupi, means the love ecstasy, the love bliss which I am feeling, the love, my own love bliss for my Lord becomes personified in my beloved Lord. Prema Sharupi. I repeat, the love bliss I am feeling in relation to my Lord getting personified as my beloved Lord. Prema Sharupi. Now I am realizing my beloved Lord as that my own unending love bliss, my unending unlimited love bliss for my beloved is now personified in the form of my beloved. Sahajahirupe. Sahaja is so easily flowing through spontaneity, without any rules, regulations, without any kind of bars or restrictions, spontaneously flowing with full freedom, with full sweet freedom. The best way of the Ragamarga, the best flow of the Ragamarga, the best way of Ragamarga still, the best spontaneous love flow. Sahajahirupe. And that spontaneous love flow for my beloved becomes so easy, without any limitations, super easy, but never becomes stiffness. It doesn't mean that kind of easiness, but it means easiness in a spontaneous, to me, natural way. Exactly. Just as ocean becomes so easy in its manifestation, ocean, but it never loses its majestic beauty, majestic power, but it becomes natural. Ocean becomes natural but very powerful at the same time. Very opulent and majestic at the same time. Sahajahirupe, Nijanurupe, Nijanurupe. I relate to my beloved Lord according to my own ecstatic love feelings, my ecstatic heart's feelings, heart's love feelings, my own natural ecstatic love. Now I can relate to my beloved Lord through my own naturally flowing ecstatic love, which is running towards Him to embrace Him. And my beloved Lord also accepts me through reciprocation with that natural ecstatic love, accordingly through the befitting reciprocation, Nija. That love has got owning character, owning, divinely owning possessive, love possessive character. Embracing each other. Nijanu Rupa means, oh my beloved Lord, now I am getting so possessive with my ecstatic love about you. I am embracing you with my possessive, my own possessive divine love, blissful love. Nijanu Rupa. And in reciprocation, the beloved Lord also relates to that possessive lover accordingly. But such possessive characterness, such possessive character is through loving devotion, not commanding, I command. It is found in mundane world. Therefore understand the distinctions. Understand the distinctions. What is the nature of such possessive love? Such possessiveness is God received through loving dedication, that of loving devotional nature, not that kind of possessiveness of commanding nature, egotistic nature, what we found on the mundane plane of some so-called love relations. Possessive love, no. Even that possessive love also meant to satisfy Krishna, to please, deeply please Krishna more than mostness. Therefore, such love becomes possessive, ultimately to make Krishna enjoy. Just as Krishna sometimes enjoys more to hear the chastising, loving chastising words from the Brajagopis, some apparently crooked, lovingly chastising words, complaining words from the Brajagopis, rather than always pleasant words, because there is so much loving emotion. While Brajagopis using some words of chastisement towards Krishna out of intense love, emotional possessiveness, intense emotional ecstasy, demanding Krishna, intense loving demand. Krishna enjoys that love more than naturally flowing, easy, sweet love towards Krishna. So it's like sometimes we love to eat spicy taste. It makes things more palatable and tasteful rather than plain sweet or plain delicious taste, but other deliciousness. More spicy, it increases the taste so much. So, divine spices. When Brajagopis using apparently chastising words, rough words to Krishna, out of so much intense love, pain, loving demand towards Krishna. And Krishna enjoys that more. Priya jodi maan kori karoy bhatsan, bedostuti hoite hare shei moroman. Quoting from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Priya jodi maan kori karoy bhatsan. If my priyas chastises me, rebukes me out of their mana, out of their great emotional tantrum, loving tantrum, emotional loving demand, then bedostuti hoite hare shei moroman, and my mind and heart is simply stolen, irresistibly stolen, commanded by that, much more than the pleasure I get from the Vedastuti, the hymns manifested through the Vedas, the great hymns describing the glories of mind manifesting through Vedas. Actually, I don't get so much pleasure from the hymns of glorification of mind from the Vedas as much as I take pleasure. How much pleasure I take. Intense pleasure I receive, intense enjoyment I receive from the chastising words of the Priya, my beloved most Srimati Radharani and other Braja Gopis, divine damsels of the Braja. See, this is Lord Krishna. This is Lord Krishna. This is Lord Krishna's characteristics. He doesn't want to remain always a supreme, absolute God, omniscient, omnipresent, all pervading, unlimited, universal superpower. Now superpower now wants to enjoy to the full-fledged in these ways. Having the ultimate taste of love, ecstatic love for him, blissful love for him in these ways. So nijano rupe, understand? Priya jodi maan kori karaye bhakshan, bedastuti hoite hare sei moroma. Chastising words, full of emotional, ecstatic love for me, it steals away, irresistibly steals away my heart. Gives so much pleasure to my heart, much better than, much more than what I receive from all the Veda stutis from the Vedas. Nijanu. Then Prabhureka Rupe, what could we other than that? Prabhureka Rupe, you are my only exclusively supreme beloved Lord. You are my only exclusively, completely beloved, life and soul, beloved Lord of my life. Prabhu Eka Rupe, O Lord, no matter whatever way I become so possessive and demanding, lovingly demanding towards you, in the field of my relationship with you, fact remains, you know it for eternity. You are always my Lord, I am always your devotee. Always my beloved Lord, Master. And I am your devoted lover. I am your lover, but devoted lover. Devoted, loving servitor. And I receive so much ecstatic fulfillment, blissful fulfillment, ambrosial fulfillment to embrace you, serve you in that loving, devotional way as my supreme beloved, Lord of my heart. Prabhu Eka Rupe. Prabhu means you are my owner, you are my beloved owner. And receiving you, attaining you as my beloved owner, I own you. I can also own you. Because you are none other than my beloved Lord. My beloved owner, Lord. That way, where can I go? You are my exclusive shelter. You are my everything. You are my everything. You are my holistic existence. And so in that way, I also own you. Inseparably, unitedly, I also own you. Prabhureka Rupe, Tatana Rupe, Sabilasha Rupe. Sabilasha Rupe. There are some beautiful commentaries done by the pure devotees. Tatana Rupe, Sabilasha Rupe, Sabilasha Rupe. You know, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, Parikara, vaisistha. Sabilasha Rupe, all these aspects are incorporated there. Radha Krishna's divine name, form, beauty, Rupa, Guna, qualities, attributes, characters, Guna, Lila, pastimes, playfulness, divinely beautiful, ecstatically playful pastimes, or divinely beautiful, playful, blissful pastimes between divine couple and with all their associates. Lila and Parikara vaisistha, Lila. Because it is, after all, it is Lila. So that Lila is manifesting, taking place with relational, with the characters, with the so many dynamic characters, beautiful, wonderful characters of relational tastes between the divine couple and their loving associates. Parikara vaisistha. The most lovingly relational characteristics, the pastimes of the divine couple, which is fulfilled, which is wholly manifesting, completely manifesting with the ambrosial relational characteristics and taste of, with his associates, beloved associates. The Leela is being completely fructified, completely, how do you say, fructified, refined, not only with the presence, with the ambrosial presence, infinitely ambrosial presence of the divine couple and their ambrosia, but also the ambrosial manifestation which is coming from the flow of ambrosia coming from the different relational taste of the devotional identity self of all his associates. So sophisticated to understand. Parikara vaisistha. In other words, the characteristics of the relational tasting nature of love reciprocation between divine couple and the divine associates.
So Tarprabhavi, you can say.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, that is Parikara vaisistha.
Lovely.
That is Parikara vaisistha. Without those eternal, I repeat, without those eternal beloved associates, loving servitors of divine couple, their Leela can never be complete. Their Leela can never be fructified, never remain fruitful to the full extent. So, the beloved loving servitors, associates surrounding them is greatly always unlimitedly contributing to their Leela. Leela cannot happen without them. Leela can never really happen without the unlimited love reciprocations of all those beloved associates surrounding them.
Influenced and influencers both.
Influence and influencer,
Yes.
both are united. They are
Amazing.
through Achinta Bhedaveda again. Through Achinta Bhedaveda again. That forms parikara vaisistha. So much reciprocative. That of reciprocative nature between both. Parikara vaisistha. And that parikara vaisistha is so much inherent in the Leela. Without it, Leela cannot happen. They fulfill each other. They not only complement each other, they are fulfilling each other.
And influencing each other.
Influencing each other.
I've never thought of it that way.
Reciprocative way. Ultimately, it's one whole, one organic whole. Radha Krishna is never without their loving, devoted, their loving, devoted servitors. I repeat, Radha Krishna is never without their eternal loving servitors, devoted servitors, and they are never without their beloved master and mistress, beloved lords of their life, divine couple. Is there any feminine version of the Lord I'm looking for? I found mistress for Radhika. For Lord and any feminine
Lady.
verses.
Lord and lady sometimes they say.
What?
Lord and lady? No?
I didn't find.
No.
So therefore I sometimes say lords, without differentiating masculine or feminine gender. What to say? We don't find equal something, find Lord, but equal to Lord in feminine term. As we find master and mistress.
Yeah.
Don't find. So, yes. Parikara vaisistha. So much wonderful. And now, Bilasa represents that. Lastly says, Tatanuru Shabilasa Rupe. Now, Shabilasa Rupe means that Bilasa, ecstatic love pastimes of the divine couple with their beloved associates, accompanied by their beloved associates through their intimate love reciprocations. Now it becomes Bilasa Rupa. And Rupa Goswami, the internal nature, the real nature, holistic nature of Rupa Goswami or Swarupa Goswami in relation to Mahaprabhu divine couple is flowing through, characterized throughout all these qualities. They are participants and they are identified by all these characteristics and qualities as described here.
This is in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And also when he say Prabhu, also can be Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Because usually he's called by Prabhu.
Yes, Priya Sarupe, Daita Sarupe, Prema Sarupe, Sahajata. Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It is in relation to Mahaprabhu and divine couple, both. Okay. Rupa Goswami, Swarupa Goswami, Rupa Goswami. Situation, Swarupa Rupa Goswami's divine characteristics, nature, in relation to Mahaprabhu and divine couple, both. Because in such cases, Mahaprabhu and divine couple are seen as non-different, not differently. Just as when Rai Ramananda saw Mahaprabhu, had the vision of Mahaprabhu as the united form of Radha Krishna. At that time, he never saw Mahaprabhu as different from Radha Krishna. সম্মুখে দেখিয়ে তব কাঞ্চন পঞ্চালিকা তার পিতকান্তে তব সর্ব অঙ্গ ঢাকা. Something like that. I don't exactly remember the quote. তার পিতকান্তে তব সর্ব অঙ্গ ঢাকা. He saw Shama Sundara Krishna. He saw Mahaprabhu in the form of Shama Sundara Krishna with a golden, a beautiful golden figure in front of him, Krishna, whose golden effulgence completely covering Krishna within it. That's how Rai Ramananda saw Mahaprabhu, when Mahaprabhu manifested that divine vision of his own Sarupa before the divine eyes of Rai Ramananda. Rai Ramananda immediately fainted. He could not be holding his normal ways anymore. He was fainted. He immediately lost all his external consciousness. And fainted. Could not be holding his normal ways anymore. He required supernormal. It was supernormal experience. Fainted. And while he fainted, he still continued having that vision. Krishna covered, enveloped with, embraced with the golden mood and complexion. Great figure, Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani, Mahabhava Swarupini, Radharani. And Rai Ramananda newly discovered Lord Gauranga, discovered the Swarupa, real identity, inner identity of Gauranga. Is none other than Krishna, Shama Sundara Krishna, enveloped within, embraced by mood and golden complexion of Srimati Radha Thakurani, became Gauranga. Fainted. Then at some point, Mahaprabhu lovingly touched him. And woke him up. Then immediately Rai Ramananda, he could not come back to the external sense as yet. But still, as he could see Mahaprabhu in the same sannyasa form, sannyasi way, he was being very surprised. He became very, very surprised, and he was wondering why I am seeing him now differently in sannyasi form. Then, at some point he came back to his external sense completely, but in the halfway of coming back to his external sense, I was wondering, I saw him differently just a moment ago. Now I come to see in a sannyasa dress. Beautiful form in sannyasi way. I did not see him in sannyasi way at that time. I did not see that Krishna in sannyasi way with sannyasa dress. Now I see him. Okay. Gaura Hari. You have any more query?
That's great.
Thank you so much. Why does Guru Maharaj mention Chandrashekara Acharya in 2 songs that we sing here at the Mad and also in other writings? Why Chandrashekara Acharya?
What's your pinpoint question? Is the same Chandrashekara Acharya?
Yes, what is the significance of Chandrashekara Acharya?
Because he was one of the Nabadwip associates of Mahaprabhu here, relative of Mahaprabhu, Chandrashekara Acharya. Chaitanya Math is called as Chandrashekara Acharya Bhavan. The same Chandrashekara Acharya. Okay. So he is one of the associates, beloved associates of Mahaprabhu, related to Mahaprabhu's family. Sachimata, Jagannath, Mishra, Chandrashekara Acharya. Related. Mashir Bari, they are called Mesho. Chandrashekara Acharya is Mesho. What is called in English? In English, it's all uncle.
There's no distinction.
Auntie,
Yes.
no distinction, all aunt or uncle.
But that would be paternal uncle.
Maternal.
Yeah, maternal.
Chandrashekara Acharya. So that's why. All are dearly related associates, beloved associates of Mahaprabhu. In Nabadwip, specifically in Nabadwip or Leela, all around, all through Gaura Leela, specifically in the Nabadwip of Leela. Consider as eternal associate of Mahaprabhu. Therefore, Guru Maharaj gave joy to his name, Jaya Chandrashekara Acharya.
In Saraswati Arati Kirtan as well, if I'm not mistaken, Chandrashekara Acharya's name is also mentioned there. No.
In another of his songs, Jaya Sachi Nandana, Suramani Vandana, Bhava Bhaya Khandana, Jaya. In that song, he mentioned that name. That song, the Guru Maharaj felt special inspiration to be glorifying, to narrate, sing the glories of Mahaprabhu's beloved associates, not only Mahaprabhu. That is the specific character of that song. That singing the glories of Mahaprabhu surrounded by, accompanied by all his beloved associates. That song is specially characterized in that way. Because Guru Maharaj has always loved to worship Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu along with their beloved associates, not singling out them. Because Guru Maharaj has special ways and feelings. Their supreme lordships, beloved lordships, accompanied, surrounded by their beloved loving servitors. And Guru Maharaj helped. And then Guru Maharaj wanted to participate in that beloved family love services. Love services, blissful love services offered by the loving servitors. That's also parikar vaisistha, Leela.
Okay.
Okay, now it's prasadam time.
Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bol.
Gauranga Hari.
Gaur Hari.